Hello, my fellow butterflies. Sacred Walker here, reaching out to you from this next level experience, just sending you some love medicine into life's stressful moments. I'm reaching out to those because I have been where you are, okay? Those who have had moments where there's something pulling you on the inside that is a secret passion that you are ready to unleash. I am here today to tell you and remind you that your secret passion is ready. It's calling on you. It is springtime. There are things happening around the world. It is time to birth. So I wanted to give you one simple tip from having just really worked with thousands of people from around the world who have found this to be helpful. And I'm going to tell you step by step what it is to do, okay? And break it down as to why. All right. So tip number one, your secret passion, you need to know it's not a secret. Write it down. It sounds ABC basic, but I'm going to tell you, when you focus in and you get clear as a writer, as someone who's written plays, performed, put things out there, I'm going to tell you right now, before you can get any of that out, before you can unleash that product that only you can bring, or that speech at the boardroom that only your voice can bring, your unique imprint, you need to put it out into the universe. Let the spirit of your understanding know it exists and know that you agree it exists. Write it down. Step one. Step two, speak it out loud in your interactions. Make sure that you are clear when you speak, that you are ready to call this in. Step three, honor the sacred voice within. It is so important and essential from a basic level to make sure that the voice within is positive and affirming. So when someone on the outside says, "Oh no, girl, that's not going to work. Oh no, sir, you need to stop that," They're being fooled. Oh, please, this is not going to fit into company culture. I don't really think so. When you hear that, the voice within is fortified and confident and clear. So that's what you are going to fortify and be clear on, all right? And so if you're agreeing with this, you're in the Ashe, Amen, let's talk message below. How do I know? When I was in my early 20s, and now I'm, not, but when I was in my early 20s, I had to come out to myself. There was a secret that I had inside that was killing me. And the silence was so deafening that I could not take it anymore. And so it was so much that I had kept to myself that I had written a 9-page letter coming out to myself, coming out as a woman-loving woman, coming out as a survivor, coming out as someone who, even as I'm talking, my voice is getting choked up because I had been so trapped by being afraid that I wasn't good enough, godly enough, and certainly wasn't going to be capable of calling myself Sacred Walker at all. And so I had to write it down. But it wasn't just for me. I had to write it to the one family member that mattered. I had to make sure that they knew who and whose I am. And I was terrified, y'all. I, as a Jamaican immigrant who has now become the Black CEO of my own international institute, I was terrified because in my early 20s, I knew there was a calling on my life, but if I hadn't been honest with myself about it and honest with them, I couldn't move forward. And so I took the first step, I wrote it down. Step two, I dropped it in the mail because then I knew I had 2 days to speak my truth. And on coming out day, I called that family member and I admitted to them, I am a beautiful lesbian woman. And at that time, it scared me. It scared me. And the response was anything but positive. But you know what? I'm going to tell you right now that if I hadn't done step 3 and said something positive to myself before that conversation, everything would have looked left because I would have heard the outside and that would have been mirrored back to me on the inside. And so your outside, when it's not mirroring what's on the inside, because the inside needs to be fortified and positive. But you know what? That's why support is here, because sometimes those voices are the same. The negative voice on the outside and the negative voice on the inside might be saying the same thing. And so that's why I got into the work that I've done for so many years, because I've had so many people come back to me and say, you know what, Sacred? There's a voice on the inside that's telling me to birth that product. There's a voice on the inside that's telling me that I love who I am and I am ready to serve. I am ready to step up and stand out as my own CEO. I am ready to get my time management, my clutter in order. I am ready to unleash this home decoration that I have been sitting on. And so my inner creative, my inner approaches of mindfulness and the tools I've learned over the years has helped not only me get through, but also help thousands of others. And that's such a gift. And you know what? Years later, that person who was not accepting now came back and said, I love you. I embrace you and I see you. And you know what? First, I had to see myself, because now I can love on them when they're going through, because now they're able to love and accept all of me. Right? And that was necessary for me to expand into who and whose I know I am. And that is God's, and that is ancestors, and that is love. So I want to remind you to recap those 3 tools, okay? If however you focus, but mine is through the written art of writing, okay? First step, write it down. Second step, speak it out. Right? Because you're admitting it to yourself and to others. And third step, fortify that voice within that is confident that you are worthy of unleashing that passion, so that your vision versus your stress that will say everything but in your mind, a mind that is clouded cannot see clearly. So remember that a mind that is clouded cannot see clearly. All right. So reach out, give me an ashe, give me an amen. If you're ready for these very life vests to hold you down, I've got you. Don't worry, you're not alone. That's why I bring people together from all over the country, and I'm doing just that. And I would love for you to be a part of it. But this is just a slice of what is to come. So let me hold off, but just wanted to give you a little taste. And so lucky to be connected to you, and I'll see you all soon. Much love in life's stressful moments, y'all. Welcome to the new Kuumba Health TV. Peace.